So metals like magnesium, aluminum, zinc, lead, etc. reacts with oxygen giving corresponding oxide, but upon heating only they react with oxygen and forms their corresponding oxide. Their oxides also basic in nature, which turns red litmus to blue, which on dissolving in water form alkali. Okay, the metals like silver, platinum, gold, etc. does not react with the air, that already know. Why they are not reacting with oxygen? Because they are least reactive metal. So they are not reacting with oxygen to form their corresponding oxide. So most of the metal oxide, I said, they are soluble in water, but some of them are insoluble in water. So those metal oxide which dissolve in water form alkalis. So all the metal oxides are not basic in nature. That means they are not dissolving in water to form their alkali. But certain metal oxides which react with water and forming their corresponding alkalis. That's why we said that they are basic in nature. Then how the copper metal reacts with oxygen? Copper metals, we know that these are metals which does not burn in air even on a simple heating. It requires strong heating. Then only they reacts with the oxygen and forming copper oxide. We know that copper, iron, all these metals comes under the reactivity series in the lower position. So since they are less reactive, these metals will not react at ordinary temperature. Okay, so they need prolonged heating or strong heating is required to react with oxygen and forming their corresponding oxide. So iron metal does not burn in air even on strong heating. Iron reacts with oxygen of air on heating to form this oxide in their powdered form. Okay, so iron also reacts with the oxygen forming iron oxide. It needs prolonged strong heating is required for them to burn. Copper reacts with oxygen in air on prolonged heating and forms a black substances. That black substance we call them as copper oxide. Since the reactions of copper with oxygen takes place even less rapidly than that of iron, copper is less reactive than iron. So we can differentiate the metals with oxygen according to their reactivity. We have seen that the first metals like sodium, potassium, lithium, all these are metals reacts very vigorously with oxygen even at room temperature. That means they are more reactive. Second category, we have seen that magnesium, zinc, aluminum, etc. reacts on heating. That means it is less reactive than sodium, potassium and lithium. Then the third category we have seen the iron, copper, metal. They need strong or prolonged heating. That means it is much lesser reactive than the other metals. Okay. So as I said, some metals forms their basic oxide when they reacts with the water and form alkalis. Let us look how they are forming alkali. So we have seen that when a sodium metal reacts with oxygen, they form sodium oxide. When they dissolve in water, they form alkali, that is sodium hydroxide. They form sodium hydroxide. Potassium oxide, when they dissolve in water, they form potassium hydroxide. It is also an alkali. Magnesium oxide, when they dissolve in water, they give magnesium hydroxide. So as I mentioned earlier, these oxides are basic in nature because when they dissolve in water, they form alkali. So these oxides are basic in nature. But some oxides are there, these metal oxides, which can show both basic property and acidic property. Such oxides we call them as amphoteric oxide. It's very important. One more question. What is amphoteric oxide? So amphoteric oxides are metal oxides which react with both acid as well as base to produce salts and water. These oxides are called amphoteric. That means we have seen that basic oxides, when they dissolve in water and forming their corresponding alkalis. That means they dissolve in water and forming a basic character. But certain metal oxides like aluminium, zinc, they can show both acidic property and basic property. Such oxides we call them as amphoteric oxide. How they show acidic and basic property? When they dissolve in acid, they give aluminum chloride and water. We have seen in the neutralization reaction, when an acid with a base gives what? Salt and water. The same reaction. Here, the acid, when they react with an oxide, since it is a basic oxide, when base and acid reacts, they form salt and water. ഇവിടെ ഫസ്റ്റ് ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ നമ്മൾ ന്യൂട്രലൈസേഷൻ റിയാക്ഷൻ പഠിച്ചപ്പോൾ പഠിച്ചു ആസിഡും ഒരു ബേസും കൂടെ റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ സോൾട്ട് ആൻഡ് വാട്ടർ ഉണ്ടാകും. സെയിം ആണ് ഇവിടെയും. വെൻ ഓക്സൈഡിൻ്റെ കൂടെ അലൂമിനിയം ഓക്സൈഡിൻ്റെ കൂടെ ആസിഡ് ആഡ് ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ ഒരു സോൾട്ടും വാട്ടറും ഉണ്ടായി. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് ദിസ് ബിഹേവ്സ് ആസ് എ ബേസിക് ഓക്സൈഡ്. So since they behaves as a basic oxide, it shows salt and water. It gives salt and water. Similarly, when they react with a base, it also gives a salt and water. അതായത് ഒരു ബേസുമായിട്ട് അലൂമിനിയം ഓക്സൈഡ് റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്തപ്പോഴും സോൾട്ട് ആൻഡ് വാട്ടറാണ് ഉണ്ടായത്. ദാറ്റ് മീൻസ് when base reacts with an acid, only it gives salt and water. ഒരു ബേസിനോട് ആസിഡ് റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴാണ് സോൾട്ടും വാട്ടറും ഉണ്ടാകുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഒരു ബേസ് ഒരു ഓക്സൈഡുമായിട്ട് റിയാക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നപ്പോൾ സോൾട്ടും വാട്ടറും ഉണ്ടായതുകൊണ്ട് ഇതെന്തായിട്ട് ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു? ഒരു ആസിഡായിട്ട് ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നു. സോ അലൂമിനിയം ഓക്സൈഡ് ഹിയർ ആക്ട്സ് ആസ് an acidic oxide. Hope you understood. So here it acts as a basic oxide. Since they react with acid, it gives salt and water. Here when they react with a base, it gives salt and water, so that it behaves as a acidic oxide. ഇവിടെ basic oxide ആയിട്ടും ഇവിടെ acidic oxide ആയിട്ടും behave ചെയ്യുന്നു. So that it known as amphoteric oxide. Similarly, the reaction of zinc and acid. Reaction of zinc and acid. Here also, when zinc oxide reacts with the acid, gives zinc chloride and water, salt and water, so it behaves as a basic oxide here. When they reacts with the base, it gives salt and water, so that it behaves as a acid. So zinc oxide is also an amphoteric oxide. Why they are amphoteric in nature? So these metals, oxides, when they react with acid and base, give salt and water, so that they can exhibit the property of acid and base. So acidic character and basic character they exhibit, so that they can act as amphoteric oxides.